Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Orion and welcome back to the channel. And today's video is, again, one that's very interesting in my personal opinion, just because of the fact that I know in my last video I said that I didn't know if I was going to make videos on this game or not, but because of the fact that I'm just so interested in this game as it is so far in my playthrough, I honestly, you know what, I just wanted to make a video on it and, kind of play through it and, do a whole live commentary for it. And that is for the original BioShock. And not just any version of the BioShock, but the remastered version of the original BioShock game. And so far, I have to say, guys, this game is quite fascinating. It's got my curiosity. It's got everything in mind that I really like about video games. It's so interesting what I've seen so far from this game, especially because it is so different and just from anything that I've played so far in my entire gaming life. I mean, I just got off playing Dead Space and that whole franchise of games, and so far, again, I'm just very impressed by what I have seen so far, way more than I did when I played the original Dead Space game. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. A Thompson. Oh, you love to see that. I love that. That's great. So I got a pistol and a Thompson. Let's go. So clearly, as I can tell here by the story of the game so far, clearly this city, went crazy. This entire... Jeez, God, this is... this is just so fascinating to me. I mean, this entire city went crazy, and, everybody's now, a bloodthirsty, murderer, and, they've gone insane. It's just so fascinating to me. And of course, along with that, you got all these, very futuristic looking, but not technically futuristic in the sense that this game takes place in, I think it's the 60s. This is in 1960. It's old, but also very futuristic and sci-fi at the same time, which is just so fascinating to me. That's why I'm just so intrigued by this game. Also, I did want to kind of talk about YouTube as well in this video, because I'm sure everybody's probably wondering. I have been very inconsistent and bipolar, I guess you could say, with regards to my channel and what I've been uploading and so on and so forth. And again, I honestly really do apologize for that, because I have not been trying purposely to, ignore what it is that I've been doing on this channel, because I really do want to post content, but it's just that life has been busy and I'm really trying to figure out what it is that I want to continue uploading on this channel, because as it is and as it stands right now, the YouTube algorithm, oh, we love that YouTube algorithm, don't we, guys? It's a weird place, and honestly, I really don't know what to do with it at the moment, because I can't understand for the life of me why the YouTube algorithm doesn't want to push my channel out to anyone. Because as it stands right now, the way that I look at the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't feel like, as a small creator, I can really find a way to get out there to any and all viewers and watchers on this platform. And especially as a gaming channel, it's becoming progressively harder to find my way on here. And again, I've found great success in the last couple of years with many different videos. Obviously not all videos, but many different videos. And so I'm just trying my best. I really am. And if there are any other smaller creators out there who can attest to this, because I can't feel like I'm the only one who is I can't feel like I'm the only one who isn't also struggling with how YouTube is treating smaller creators nowadays. It just feels like with the algorithm and the policies in place, it makes it so much harder. It just makes it so much harder for, newer content creators to make their way in. And also, it just also feels like nowadays with YouTube, it's becoming harder for newer viewers to get videos from smaller creators to get pushed out to them. It feels like the algorithm nowadays is more focused. The algorithm nowadays feels like it's more focused on appealing to the biggest creators, and also to whenever there's a trend, which is why there's such a big algorithm in place in the first place. Because, for an example, there's a game coming out in Star Wars Jedi Survivor in about the end of April, and what's going to happen is that game is going to trend, and it's going to give bigger creators a lot of views and a lot of eyes on them. It might not get smaller creators as much, but at the same time, it's just so frustrating because I'm going to play that game. I'm really looking forward to Jedi Survivor. It's a game that I've been looking forward to for a long time now, especially as a really hardcore Star Wars fan in myself. So I am definitely going to be playing that for the channel, but at the same time, again, I can't help but just be a little disappointed in the fact that I know for a good fact that my channel is probably not going to get a lot of its videos pushed to in terms of the algorithm. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating a little bit on that because, admittedly, my videos did get seen by the algorithm when I was posting on the Callisto Protocol. And in fairness, you could easily guess that the reason that that was the case was because of the fact that it was a game that not too many people were talking about in the first place, so it gave channels like mine, which are very small, an ability to branch out and be more different than what any of the other bigger channels were doing in the first place. Which is probably also why most of my diner turned videos that I had made on my channel, that's probably why those videos got seen by a lot of people as well. And to be clear, I don't want to make this this whole thing of mine come off as oh, I'm so reliant on what the algorithm is supposed to be doing for my channel. That's not what I meant. That's not what I'm trying to say. Because for me, what comes first is the passion, dedication, and love that I have for making these videos in the first place. Because as of right now, I feel like I am more inclined to want to do YouTube as a hobby and for fun than I do as a job in the future. Because as it stands, I still do not have the ability to make money off of any of my videos yet. I still have yet to reach 4,000 concurrent watch hours. And I have a feeling unless I continue uploading for the time being, I'm not going to reach that mark at least for the next several months. Oh, there he is. That's the Big Daddy, and then, what's this girl called? Shit, I forgot. What's her name? That is just so cool. How did all that happen? What happened in this city? That's just so fascinating to me. And so cool looking as well. So again, I hope it doesn't come off as if I'm trying to, actively complain about any of this stuff, because, in fairness, it is fair to complain about this stuff because back in the day, YouTube didn't have to deal with any of this stuff. They didn't have to deal with these overly excessive algorithms coming in and pushing certain videos forward for certain creators. Back in the day, especially if you were a gamer, you didn't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. You could just play games, or any game for that matter, however you wanted, and then you just go on with your life. I remember growing up and watching channels like I'm going to take one for example, Mini Mentor. For those who don't know, he's a part of the Sidemen group. Channels like his, they would make videos on whatever game that they wanted, and it didn't matter how the algorithm treated any of their one videos in specific. It didn't matter if one game was trending or new at the time, they would just play whatever game they wanted, and they would still get great views. Again, whether that be games like Cards Against Humanity, any of the FIFA videos they made, or even any of the trivia game videos that they made off that Trivia Pursuit game. It's stuff like that it didn't matter at the time. And ultimately, I think nowadays with YouTube, the algorithm is just so heavy-handed on how you post content and what kind of content you post, to the point where it doesn't feel like there's I shouldn't say a freedom to choose, but it doesn't feel like there's you don't have free reign to go and just, again, make what content you want without it negatively hurting you in the process. And honestly, I think this is probably where I'll end the video off, because I just want to end off by saying this. Again, right now, the way I'm personally treating YouTube is that I just want to have fun with it, and I don't want to treat it like it's something more than what it's supposed to be, because as it is as well, in real life, I'm dealing with, an internship at the moment. I'm finishing up my last class of my spring semester for my graduate school program, and there are other things in life that I'm also working on right now that are, kind of related to some of my dreams of mine. For example, I want to be a filmmaker in the future, and I'm currently working on something right now around that. that I hope to spend a lot of time on throughout this year of 2023. And so YouTube, while I am definitely going to use it as a way to just have fun with it while making videos that I'm passionate about and just again want to enjoy making and give to you guys who either might be subscribed or not subscribed, I just again I want to have fun with this. I don't want to treat it as if it's something else. And again, like I said, I'm not to that point where I could ever consider it to be a job because I can't make money off these videos at the current moment. And so I just want to make the videos that I want, and that's just how I see making, videos in the future. So if I do certain things that, some people might not, understand, especially with regards to a video like this where I'm playing BioShock, which is I don't know how many years old is this game? Like it's such an old video game, and it's not any new thing, and that's probably something that could hurt this video integrally in terms of like how many views it gets. But to me, what I enjoy most about making a video like this is that it's not about the views for me. It's just about loving making this video in the first place, especially around a game that I'm enjoying playing and I'm loving playing so far, regardless how far in I am right now. For me right now, again, I'm more of a multiplayer kind of gamer, and at the current moment, new multiplayer games just aren't doing it for me. They just aren't, whether it be a Call of Duty, Battlefield, or any other like specific game that I just haven't found that I have been interested in. I've more so found myself going back and playing older multiplayer games like your Black Ops 3s or your Titanfall 2s, which I've been playing a lot recently. Those are old games that, for the most part, the algorithm is not going to want to care for or going to want to push forward. And in fairness, again, I've had a bunch of videos on my channel around different old games, and even new games for that matter, that have done very well and gotten thousands of views. But I feel like those were only in spurts, and I got lucky with that. And so, again, what's important here is that I'm making the videos that I want and making the videos that I enjoy making, because that's how I feel like most YouTubers should go into this kind of thing, is that you want to make videos that you care for and that you love making. And so I hope that my YouTube channel is used for good in the future for whatever it is I do. And so I think that's going to be it for this video, though, because, again, I just wanted to put this video out, see if you guys were interested. I might try and make another BioShock video in the future, depending on how interested I am in playing this game, because, again, right now, I'm loving it, and so far, I would definitely make another video on it. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think, and overall, again, with everything that I've said so far with regards to YouTube. And, yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one. This is Orion, and I'm signing out.